Adam Sapo, Corey Richardson, Jeff Schroeder, Damian El Assassinator, and me. So today, here's what we have. Praise the Lord for the crane, because we have this monstrosity. They've got wisteria on it, so they want it left high. Praise the Lord for that. This thing comes out all pecker pole holes in it everywhere and stuff. Have to be careful how we hook that up and cut it. But the crane, super cool. And then this thing comes down to the same height. This thing has a horrendous big broken hanging trunk, and we're gonna pick that first. We'll see if we can get a good camera placement for you guys. Maybe clamp you out on the end of those dead twigs or something, and we'll show you a video just because it's so much fun, you know. Here's what it looks like over here, YouTube. There's really nice, believe it or not, really nice landscaping and trails and irrigation. We had some stuff, you know, loose stuff that was falling out, but because of my charmed grace-filled life, it fell alongside the fence right over there and was harmless. When you're picking stuff that's all broke up and lodged, it can be kind of a pickle to get it out without a little bit of stuff falling off of it. They're splitting the bill here, but while I'm on the subject, some of you might remember this place over here too. It was right over in there on that bank that I demoed the 160T battery. Oh, that's a slippery bridge. And I found it wanting, and I did this little cottonwood. I did the thing mostly with my handsaw because I was so unimpressed with the first battery steel saw. Anybody remember that video? Longtime YouTube viewers, we've worked here before, or we've actually worked for this guy before, and I'm gonna give you a clue right now who it is. See if any of you remember. Ready? Metal Sport Wheels. Remember him? He makes these insane rims for custom choppers, and he makes the tires to go with them because they're so custom. They're like $10,000 a piece. He's doing well for himself here. I could show you his house. It's like the president would be embarrassed of his own house if he saw this place. The guy's house that I was talking about, you're probably thinking it's this trailer, but no, it's that thing over there, and it's a sprawling riverfront mansion. Before today, YouTube. It's something I would mention that I probably shouldn't. But one of the cool things about being crane certified, I got crane certified from Cranes 101, me and Adam. And one of the cool things about that is, well, in the state of Oregon, you're not allowed to be attached to the hook. But it's a dumb rule because there are so many times where you're safer on the hook than you are on the rickety old tree. And this is a perfect example of it. That thing is pecker pole sketched out big time. And the hook is our security. And Cranes 101 told me that for those states where it's not allowed, the certification comes with the backing of Cranes 101 if there's needing to be any representation for like a ticket or a legal thing. They're like, we got your back. We'll talk to them about safety should dictate the choices you make on the job. And sometimes the rules don't work for safety. So just something I thought I would mention. That crispy pecker pole thing, he's just gonna free fall with kind of a deep notch so that it'll rotate far enough to not fly into the fence. Because we don't really want to attach to something that might break with the sling's pressure. So you see, the notch was perfect because it allowed greater rotation before it finally came off, rather than hitting the ground kind of butt first and shooting back toward the fence. People often mention the Veronic 1/5 rule. Yes, the Veronic 1/5 rule is cool if all of your face cutting and back cutting is totally standardized, which most people rarely achieve. The full info on flat landings and logs and rotation timing is actually quite detailed and has a lot to do with how you make the notch, not necessarily how long the log is or whether it's 1/5 of the tree length. Has a lot to do with how you hinge it, how deep or shallow you face it, and how open you face it. So that's always like this. Well, it's kind of by the gut. For me it is. Maybe some people are more scientific than me, but I kind of let my body carry out things. So anyway, did I talk too much? Pretty good sized chunk. My capacity was 4,000 pounds where I was at, so we don't want to go too crazy, you know, with wangle dangle. Good job, Jeff. So that's it, we're done. I gave him a little bit of money off because the guy decided he wanted to decorate with the wood. I don't know how much his wife will like it, but I told him I'd try to keep the diameters matched and, you know, use it as a border. Pretty cool on this one, it's a curved piece. And there's a curve in the lawn right there, so I used it. This is the kind of stuff I do at home, and my wife, I noticed, never gets super excited about it. So I wonder if he'll go through that or not. I'm just glad he wants it, because now I don't have to make a trip back for the skid steer. We were able to leave a big fat load of chips too. How's that for yard art? Before I leave, I wanted to take a minute and show you guys the level of amazing that this guy's, his work, his choppers, his custom bikes and wheels and stuff that he makes.
Well, I passed it down in money. I bet you're happy about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
This thing.
I asked him, I said, what about the clearance issues that people might have? And he says, oh no, they're on air. They lift up. I mean, come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
I mean, come on. That's art right there. That's art. Extra special.
Yeah. It's been built, and there's a cam in it, so.
It was like doing this, like whoop 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 whoop. Well, that's amazing.